Good afternoon. We're looking here at a coordinate geometry video. Two questions will be presented, something very relevant to pre-calculus students, even those in geometry or trigonometry, because all of these topics of coordinate geometry is all fair game when you're in 12th grade. Find the equation of a circle with the center -3, -2 and having a radius of √5. One of the things that you need to memorize when you're looking at questions of this type for your class is these two equations. X squared plus y squared equals r squared is the equation of a circle which has a center at the origin 0, 0. It has a certain radius and that's r. There's absolutely no translation going here for any reason or for any dimension. Therefore, the center is always 0, 0. When you have translation going around, then you need to memorize this formula: x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. Here again, the radius is just r, but here the center, here we can use a c as a center. Center here was 0, 0, but here the center is h, k. You have to memorize these two formulas, unless it's provided, and normally it isn't. These are the two formulas. When you're looking over here, you got to remember that part I was talking about, translation with regards to something which looks like this within a binding parentheses. When you have a minus over here, x minus h, you're thinking movement to the right by h units. When you have something which looks like an x plus h, you're thinking about movement to the left. So remember that when you have an x minus or a y minus, it's the same. You're thinking about right movement. When you have x plus h or y plus k, you're thinking about a left movement. So given all of that, let's finish this question over here. And it's not hard, it's just one step away from completion. We're looking at something of this form. Because we don't have a center here at the origin, we're looking at a center x value of -3 and a y value of -2. You can just take this formula right over here and plug in what you have. Your h, this right here is my h, here's my k. You know your h is -3, just do -3, x minus -3, because a formula has a minus in it, square, plus y minus -2 whole square is equal to r square. If radius is equal to √5, the square of that is just equal to 5. And now take care of this part in between. You have x plus 3 whole square plus y plus 2 whole square is equal to 5, and that right there is your answer. Center will be not 3, 2, it will be -3, -2, because this came from some presentation which looked like that. And that right there is your formula for the equation for this circle having a center -3, -2, radius √5, and you're done. Okay, we have a flip direction question here. We're working here in the opposite direction, hence I'm saying it's flip. We have to find the center and find the radius from this equation form over here. When you're seeing something like this with these x components, 2x and a -2y, you know there's some sort of translation going on. So you're not looking at a center which is located around the origin. You're not going to have a center which is 0, 0. You'll have some sort of center, and that center is going to be h, k, and you got to find that h, k. You got to find a radius. The radius here is very easy. We have to do a certain technique and they'll give us our radius. But the technique we have to do here is completing by the square technique, or completing the square. When you do that, you can place parentheses around this and you got to complete the square. You know how to complete the square. We won't really dwell too much on that, but you'll divide this by 2 and you'll square. 2 divided by 2 is a 1. Square of 1 is just a 1. Y square minus 2y. Divide 2 minus 2 by 2, which you get a -1, and you square that, you get a +1. Whatever you've generated here in terms of it, their constants must add to the other side to maintain the balance. If you've added 2 1s over here, you must add 2 1s on the other side to maintain that balance. Now complete the square. Finish it. That's what I mean. X plus 1 whole square, because that would give you this, plus y minus 1 whole square, because this right here would give you that, is equal to 10. The radius here is easy because this here represents r square. If 10 represents r square, what's your radius? It's the root of 10, right? So the radius has been done. Now we have to look over here. We know our basic form is always an x minus h whole square and a y minus k whole square. I'm already seeing a y minus k over here, so this I know is going to be a k value of a 1. Because it's a minus, you'll be thinking of it as y minus but a +1. Think back to that video I presented on translation. If you haven't looked back at that on graph translations, look at it. I'm talking about stuff like that in that video. X plus 1 came from an x minus -1. So you know here your h value is a -1. And that's exactly how all of this played out to give you a center of -1, -1, -1, 1, and a radius of √10. And with that, your answer is done, and it is 100% correct. I bid everyone a farewell. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.